Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's up, everyone? May Allah's mercy, peace, and blessings be upon you all. I wanted to discuss a few reflections with everyone, inshallah. Uh, Mainly two topics. One of them are the attitude that I personally choose to have when it comes to trials or tests from Allah, and it's more of a positive outlook, and I'll go more into detail inshallah. The second topic is the identity that one should kind of have or try to understand, or what is a Muslim identity, and can it conflict or cause confusion with who you think you are and who you were brought up to be. And with that being said, inshallah, I'll go into the first topic. um, there's a hadith that says basically that if Allah loves someone, that He will test them. So if Allah loves you a lot, He will test you a lot, essentially. And a lot of the times, tests are not necessarily viewed as a good thing. They're viewed as hardships. Why would Allah give you hardships? And personally, from my own reflections upon my trials and everything that happened in my life, and I'm sure everyone who does the same will kind of come to the same conclusion. And a lot of the times, it's mostly the way I view it is our end goal as Muslims or a believer, as those who submit to God, is Jannah, heaven, right? And to be of those of people of heaven requires manners or characteristics or certain behaviors. For example, if you go into a meeting, into a management meeting, and you're trying to sell yourself essentially, or a product that you own, you're not going to go with ripped clothes and smelling, you didn't shower for like a week. Ignore the beard, I showered. So you get the idea. You would kind of try to be of similar to the people around you. They're all dressed in suits. Everyone's dressed nice. Everyone behaves in a certain way, and the same forth goes to Jannah. The people of Jannah, there's no animosity or hate between them. They have certain behavior characteristics that they have acquired in this world, in this dunya. Dunya meaning the lower earth. And a lot of the times, if you see the tests that we go through, will relate to these acquiring these characteristics. If you look at Musa alayhi salam in Surah Al-Kahf and the trials of knowledge that he goes through, which is essentially learning to be patient with that which you don't have knowledge of, because you will lack the understanding. And how can you have understanding if you lack the patience, right? And that's literally what Allah tells Musa alayhi salam. And realizing that, for example, a lot of the times, I realize if I ask Allah to make me of those who are patient, or to make me of those who have a specific quality, that quality or that dua will manifest itself into a hardship that I'm supposed to acquire the skill in. So a lot of the times, to keep it short, anytime I go through an issue or what I think is a hardship or a test, I just ask myself the one question: what is Allah trying to teach me? And it really shifts my whole focus on the problem to be like, there's a lesson to be learned here. What is that lesson? Whether it's true friendship, trust, kindness, forgiveness, patience, whatever the quality or manner that Allah wishes to bless me with, so that I am closer to His company. Because you remember, at the end of every Muslim's goal is to be in the company of Allah, not even Jannah. Jannah is the end goal, yes, but it's who is in Jannah that makes Jannah Jannah. It's who the people in paradise, or the being in paradise. And why I strive to have the highest level of paradise, because it's the one that sees Allah the most. And that's, to me, that's the whole purpose, right? Even Jannah isn't Jannah without seeing Allah. And that's going to be a punishment for some people, that they will never get to see their Creator, subhanallah. And may Allah make us of those who witness and get to see His beauty and see His mercy. inshallah. The second point I wanted to talk about is something that I see a lot, which is the confusion between identities of Muslims. A lot of the people will say, well, I can't let go of this because that's who I am. And I think we need to kind of pull back a little bit and ask yourself, or actually seclude or remove all the baggage that has been placed in you, these ideas, ideologies, cultures, and everything that kind of made you into who you are today, and kind of made you build an identity of culture and beliefs that you have, and kind of strip that away to let your natural state, your fitrah, rise. Through my reversion story, that's one thing that I learned through meditation, which is kind of stripping away at myself, essentially. What am I? Am I Egyptian? Am I American? Am I atheist, Muslim? What am I without all these labels, without all these identities that are placed within me? What kind of person I am? And until you actually remove all these ideas, it will hinder you from rediscovering your true purpose or your true self. And I can't advise anyone a better advice than just keep at it and keep stripping away at yourself, because shaitan's purpose will try to hold you back and be like, this is who you are, but it really isn't. His goal is just to confuse you. Your whole life, his purpose is to misguide you, whether it's through your parents, through your cultures, through all of that. And once you go to your natural state, that's the state that Allah created you in, the culture of Allah, the way of life that he chose for you. I'm not saying that one won't have their own personality. One has their own personality, but it will always coincide with what Allah has dictated as law, basically. And your culture or identities that you've built up can be preventing you from actually obeying Allah. You may think that that's your identity, and that's you're gonna lose yourself if you strip that away from you, but it's literally the thing holding you back from discovering yourself. And shaitan will do his very best to kind of hold you down to the last straw. So remember, just two things to take away from this. What is Allah trying to test me? What is Allah trying to teach me with? And it's most likely going to be a lesson of akhlaq, of manners and characters. Because at the end of the day, the best of you in character, or the best of you in manners, is the highest of you in Jannah. And so manners is very important to Allah, and the company of being of Allah. And the second point is to really discover your fitrah or identity. You do have to kind of sit down and strip yourself of all the ideas that were placed in you by others, family, society, culture, schools, whatever. Put that all away and discover yourself, and I promise you, it will be the best thing you've ever done in your life, but also the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.